Yes, welcome back to our YouTube channel. And today I wanted to do another video. It is late night. I had this idea of like something I wanted to talk. First of all, I want to talk about the difference of computer science versus software engineering. I see a lot of people really when they want to join the school, they don't know what is the differences that is between the computer science versus software engineering. So though you can study one to become a software engineer, but really for you, and this is so important, really, what I consider and what I used to tell people when they're going to study anything, not particularly the computer science or software engineering. So the engineering work uh, world is a competitive field. It's where you need to be really good at what you do, and by doing that, um, you make sure that you set yourself apart and you can work some extra hours and even have your like you see the job should not be the main motive for you to be successful at engineering. You should always have something extra, something that motivates you. Like for example, when you are self-motivated and uh, when you can have something that you want to achieve, like maybe if you're an engineer, you want to maybe to build an engine, right? Or maybe you want to build a software, or maybe you want to do something that is related to that field. Then these things alone will motivate you. Even when you're in a class, it will also motivate you to ask questions, useful questions, not like simple questions. The question that will make as a teacher your teacher to go and do research. And not only that, will also help you to always find something extra that other students will never find. And this is how I survived in a campus. Because like I was able to do the research on my own and run something on my own. I remember at a school in the first year, we were learning the C and C++ thing, and all of the colleague really was so good at that, and I was good too, but I didn't study the computer science at secondary school. So everyone was so impressed about how I was able to adapt myself and be able to catch up with other people who has studied the computer science at secondary schools. Then, because I worked hard, because I was self-motivated to learn more, I always go to the higher standards. Because like I remember there was Facebook and was like booming. Like everyone was talking about Facebook. I remember the first time when I touched the computer, was my friend really taught me about the HTML, and from that time I fall in love with programming. Then then after that I went to the American embassy, and that's the only place I could find a machine and use it without paying any cash. And unfortunately, on the American embassy, there was no option for me to run the code on their PC. So the only option I had was just to go to the browser and do research and write some code on the paper. Then I go back to home. Maybe I memorize those small HTML and CSS code and then come back at the same time and do the same things again. So you can see myself, I was self-motivated, and there is these things like I wanted to know how the Facebook is built, what are the things they use to build Facebook. Now, once I knew it, then I started to build something. So I remember me and my friend, that was the co-founder of one website that we co-founded, that was, organizing the people around the debates, so that people can organize debates. It was more of like social media, but unfortunately, it didn't succeed. So, but I remember that time really, this friend was really good at computer science. Was really good with PHP, HTML, and CSS. Like I could see that he was like so genius. The first time I met with the guy at school, I fell in love with him. Like I didn't just let him to go away. And this is the question I see in young engineers really, that they don't know what they want. Like every time when they come to look for support, it's more of like I don't need the support. Like if you don't help me, it doesn't matter really. But really, when you need the help, when you need the support, when you need someone to encourage you, you need to be the drive. You need to be someone who push that person to help you. But really, the ego, the the mindset of like you need to be independent as much as you can because you're an engineer, nobody can tell you something to do, is really something really bad. Something I strongly believe that should be avoided if you want to be successful engineer. You see, for me being a software engineer for like 8 years ago, it's a really long time. I suffered a lot of things. I passed through a lot of things. I used a lot of frameworks, and I used a lot of programming languages, during the journey. And I worked with a lot of teams that really, uh, you know, had different varieties of programmers. And I know myself how really an ego can kill someone's dreams and vision. So that's something I wanted to talk about. Like, it doesn't matter what you learn, if it is a computer science or software engineering. Really, you can be anything you want. Even you can be a software engineer when you didn't even study all of those. But that's what we call self-taught engineer. Doesn't necessarily mean that the software engineer by education, but really they can produce codes, maybe not the high-end architecture or design of software and so forth, but that is really the important things of you having a motivation other than finding a job and so forth. So I hope this video really served you to as a motivational video, because I have been creating video for education really on this channel, and I've been creating video to help people, and I've been doing a lot of video. You can see the video down in the descriptions, or you can see somewhere on the screen here. But really, I've seen like people have never been so interested with that. Then I just dig down the data and understand why these things really happen and why people are not watching the video and so forth. So I realized that a lot of my YouTube watchers, if I can say that, so there's people really located in Rwanda. So and I knew like from that point, seeing the data set that we have as the people that watch this channel, is that these people really doesn't believe that we can have those quality tutorials that they can expect. Maybe let's say someone who's from other countries, the same tutorials they can create. So that's fear of like that ego that can hold someone to learn something new from anyone is just a feeling that I wanted to talk about. So I hope this video helped you as a motivational video. I'll be creating more video like this. And let me know if you like the video. I will be creating more video like this. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure that you leave the comment and let me know what you think. Maybe I can, we can, I think we can create something. Thank you so much.